Long ago, before the land we now call Africa was divided by borders or etched onto maps, it carried names spoken in reverence by its people, names that reflected their deep connection to this vast and beautiful continent. Among these was Alkebulan, a term thought to mean Mother of Mankind or Garden of Eden. This name represented the essence of Africa as the cradle of life, the birthplace of humanity, and a sanctuary of unparalleled natural and cultural wealth. To its inhabitants, Africa was not just a place, it was a living, breathing entity, a source of sustenance, identity, and spirituality. Across the continent, ancient civilizations flourished. In the north, the mighty pharaohs of Kemet, what we now call Egypt, built pyramids that still stand today as a testament to their ingenuity. Along the banks of the Nile, life thrived as the river carried its blessings to both the Nubians and the Ethiopians. In the west, the kingdoms of Ghana, Mali, and Songhai would later emerge, rich in gold and culture. And far to the south and east, other peoples nurtured their lands, building connections to nature and the stars. But while Africa's story began with its people, it was only a matter of time before others sought to name, define, and claim this enigmatic continent for themselves. To outsiders, it was a land of mystery, abundance, and opportunity, a place both alluring and untamed. When the Romans expanded their empire around the 2nd century BCE, they ventured into the region now known as North Africa. They encountered a Berber tribe living near present-day Tunisia and Algeria. These people were called the Afri, a name that possibly meant dust or land in their native Punic tongue. Fascinated by these new lands and eager to categorize them, the Romans named the area Africa Terra, or Land of the Afri. This name initially referred only to a small portion of what we now recognize as Africa. To the Romans, Africa was simply the fertile northern coastline of the Mediterranean, a gateway to their empire and a land of opportunity. Unbeknownst to the Romans, the name Africa would grow far beyond their limited understanding of the continent. It would endure through the centuries, crossing cultures and languages, eventually coming to describe the entire landmass that stretches from the Mediterranean to the Cape of Good Hope. Yet Africa was only one of the many names given to the continent throughout history. To the Greeks, the region beyond Egypt was known as Libya, a term that captured the mystique of lands they had only begun to explore. In ancient Egyptian texts, the continent was called Ta Meri, or the Beloved Land, reflecting the Egyptians' profound connection to their homeland. Other African societies had their own names, each celebrating the richness and diversity of the continent in their unique ways. As time passed, the name Africa continued to evolve. When Arabic-speaking peoples began to settle in North Africa, they referred to the region as Ifriqiya, a term that echoed the Roman Africa but carried its own linguistic influence. The name spread, carried by traders, scholars, and explorers, until it became a fixture of maps and texts created by those seeking to understand or conquer this vast land. During the Age of Exploration, European travelers and mapmakers adopted the Roman name Africa as the label for the entire continent. For them, Africa represented a world of possibility, a land rich in resources, and tragically, a source of human labor during the transatlantic slave trade. Over time, the name Africa became synonymous with the continent's struggles, its triumphs, and its unyielding spirit. Today, the name Africa resonates with billions. It is a word that unites more than 1.4 billion people, over 3,000 ethnic groups, and countless languages, cultures, and traditions. While the modern world knows it as Africa, the echoes of earlier names, Alkebulan, Tamari, Libya, and Ifriqiya, serve as a reminder of its deep and varied history. These names tell stories of a land that has always been at the heart of human existence, shaping and being shaped by the people who call it home. Africa is not just a land of history, it is a land of resilience, beauty, and innovation. It is the birthplace of humanity, where our ancestors first walked and where the foundations of civilization were laid. Its landscapes, from the vast Sahara Desert to the lush Congo rainforest, hold some of the Earth's greatest natural wonders. Its people, diverse yet united in their strength, continue to contribute to the world's story in profound ways. As we speak the name Africa today, we honor its journey, how a small Roman designation for a tribe became a name for an entire continent. It is a name that carries the weight of history, the scars of colonization, and the hope of a future shaped by the dreams of its people. Though the name Africa may have originated from the Romans, it now belongs to the people.